Rreth flamurit përbashkuar me një dëshirë e një qëllim, të gjithat duke u betuar, të lidhin besën për shpëtim. Prej lufteve qa i largohen, që është lindur krahët tonë. Kush është burë, nuk frikohet, por vdesin një dëshmor. Prej lufteve qa i largohen, që është lindur krahët tonë. Kush është burë, nuk frikohet, por vdesin një shenjtë.
Mirëmbrëma të gjithëve. Thank you all very much for coming tonight. Thank you for braving the weather. It would have been beautiful on the square, but we're going to have fun here as well. I want to extend really big thanks to the municipality of Tirana, to wonderful staff of Mayor Velja's office and the mayor himself for all the help they have given for this event. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear citizens of Albania, dear fellow Europeans, we have gathered tonight to celebrate who we are and what we believe in, to celebrate our identity and our values, to celebrate our great continent and the union that is making the world a much better place. Allow me to start with some simple facts. European Union is the union of 500 million citizens, the largest economy in the world, with annual GDP worth 14 trillion euros. It is the world's largest trading bloc, top trading partner to 80 countries, world's biggest donor of development assistance and humanitarian aid. Citizens of European Union enjoy the best social security system in the world. They have the best protection of their fundamental rights, their environment, food, health, education. European Union is a global power, and there is no doubt about it. Still, what makes it truly strong in its essence is not its material wealth, but the way it understands, respects, and safeguards human dignity. Our union was created after the most devastating war in human history by wise and brave people who understood that our differences should not produce a sum of losses, but a sum of gains. That we have to be able to give our hand to former enemies for our own sake. That only peace can keep us flourish, and that peace can never be taken for granted. I know it myself only too well. I know the sound of grenades and military aircraft. I know the noise and the smell of war. And I know how it feels when you run for your life. from a country not far from here, and times not very distant from this evening. It seemed impossible, but yet it happened. We learned a lesson again. And for me, as a European, that lesson is clear. There is nothing more important than to preserve the Union as our common home that brings peace and prosperity to its own people, but also to all those who want to seek a better world. Union that can afford to be generous because it is strong. Union that is full of humility exactly because it's powerful. Union that wants to give because it is rich in every way. This requires constant commitment and always more work to be done in strengthening the Union itself and in finalizing the European project by including all nations from the Western Balkans in it. And that, beyond any doubt, means Albania, an old European nation that felt every single pain of our common history. A nation that was stopped from joining European core for many centuries, but a nation that never stopped fighting for its European identity and its European values, no matter what threats came its way. 6 centuries ago, George Castrioti famously said, "I did not bring you freedom, I found it among you." European Union is not bringing you Europe, it is finding Europe in you. European Union is just helping you to make up for the lost time and lost opportunities to modernize, reform, and adopt standards that are already shared among 500 million citizens of the Union. Transition on the way to the European Union is not a travel abroad. It is not a journey outside. It is an internal journey, a journey of facing your own shortcomings and turning them around. Albania worked hard in the last 3 decades and has changed like no other country in Europe. This trajectory has been recognized also by the European Commission that a few weeks ago gave an unconditional recommendation for the opening of the accession talks. This is an important step, however, just one of many steps on your way forward. What needs to come next will be a very demanding task and will require even deeper and more comprehensive change. This is not the path for cynical or scared or ignorant. This transformation requires hard work, ambition, patience, focus, and dedication. There has never been any doubt that the citizens of Albania want this change. Since the early days at the fall of communism, the motto of wanting Albania to be as the rest of Europe made that very square vibrate. In this transition, no stone will remain unturned. For me, it is all summed up in 3 words in Albanian, the sound of which I love very much. The first one is Sebashku, together. George Castrioti left a powerful message when he gathered his warriors and asked the strongest of them to break the bunch of twigs tied together. He could not do it. Then Castrioti untied the bunch and asked a small boy to break the twigs one by one. He did it very easily. This simple and eternal wisdom is true now as it was centuries ago. Together we stand, alone we fall. All Albanians share a common goal of bringing the country into the membership of the European Union. But this cannot be done by words. This needs to be proved by actions. And as a nation, you will be able to achieve this goal only if you let go of all feuds and fights and join your forces together for the sake of this country and in full responsibility for its future. Second word is zeman, heart. True change for the better cannot be done without full heart, both full of love and full of courage. Change is demanding, you need to fight for it. Nothing comes easy, and nothing changes if you don't care. And the third one is juluten. Please, please do not waste any moment of this historic opportunity for your nation to finally arrive at the place that you have been fighting for centuries, to be together among the rest of the European democracies in a union that will make you stronger. Close to the end of my speech, forgive me for being just a little bit personal. I love and respect many things Albanian, but above all, I respect the fantastic women of Albania. You are a true treasure of this nation, the unperishable strength of this country, strength that has remained graceful and courageous under all circumstances, and taught everyone a lesson how you love and care and excel and survive and win and become the best against all odds. This program tonight is just a very small gift from European Union to each and every one of you with deepest respect. At the very end, I want to close with words of a wise Albanian man and one of the best European writers of our times, an artistic giant, Ismail Kadare. What is Europe to Albania? I would answer, itself or everything. Europe is Albania's natural state and the only one. I wish you all a very happy Europe Day. The Foreign Minister and the European Minister of Albania to address you. After that, we'll just enjoy the music. Thank you very much.
Mbrëma të gjithëve, nderuar zoti kryetari i vendit, nderuar kolegë ministra deputet, i dashur Kristian, i dashur Romana, në emër të kryeministit Rama dhe qeverisë shqiptare, lejoni të uroj secilit prej pranishmëve këtu, por edhe atyre që na ndjekin përmes medias, gëzuar ditën e Europës, gëzuar këtë ditë të përbashkët. Gjatë gjithë kësaj jave kam mbajtur shumë fjalime sa që më zhduk vetja sigurisht në një fushatë elektorale, jo në Shqipëri në fakt, por një fushatë elektorale për Parlamentin Evropian. Dhe unë e di shumë mirë që sot jeni mbledhur më tepër për të festuar, prandaj do të dëshiroj ndaja me ju vetëm 3 mesazhe. Mesazhi i parë që më vjen ndërmend ka lidhje me etrit themelues të këtij projekti fantastik që quhet sot Bashkimi Evropian. Dikur Jean Monnet thoshte që përtej dallimeve dhe barierave gjeografike gjithmonë triumfon interesi përbashkët. Dhe unë këtë thënie Jean Monnet kam lexuar gjithmonë të lidhur me thënien e një burri tjetër të madh, Konrad Adenauerit, i cili gjithashtu thoshte që në një botë të madhe e me shumë sfida, gjithmonë duhet gjesh idenë e triumfit idealit njerëzor tek mbështetja tek fshinja. Për ne, Europa është fshini më i afërt. Dhe ne mbështetemi në këtë proces tek fshinjet tanë më të afërt, për të bërë pjesë familjes europiane. Mesazhi i dytë është mesazhi që tha pak a shumë ambasadorja pak më parë. Identiteti ynë i formsuar europian, përkatësia jonë europiane, e cila është evidentuar shumë qartë edhe këto ditë, anë mban vendit dhe këtu në Tiranë sot, me aktivitetet që zhvilluan. me pjesëmarrjen jo thjesht të personaliteteve dhe të njerëzve që përfaqësojnë institucione të ndryshme të vendit, por me përfshirjen sidomos të grupeve të ndryshme të interesit dhe gjeneratës të re. Ajo e cila do të jetë përfituesja më e madhe nga procesi i antarësimit të Shqipërisë në Bashkimin Evropian. Mesazhi i tretë, i cili vjen si konstatim parasgjitash, ka lidhje me aftësitë planifikuese. Gjatë gjithë këtyre ditëve me ekipin kemi vrarë mendjen, kontrollonim shpesh rrjetet për të kuptuar në rast se do të binte sot fshim që se kishim disa aktivitete. Dhe duket që aftësitë parashikuese të ekipit shqiptar ishin më të mira se ato të Bashkimit Evropian. Dhe shpresojmë se kjo do të na ndihmojë për të ecur përpara. Por nga ana tjetër, teksa po shija këtu, dua të komplimentojmë radhë parë kryetarin e Bashkisë së Tiranës, ekipin e Bashkisë së Tiranës dhe delegacionin e Bashkimit Evropian për tendën, sepse mendoj që tenda jo gjithmonë ka një konotacion negativ dhe konotacion bllokues. Kjo tendë që na ka bërë bashkë gjithëve sot, pavarësisht statusit politik e shoqëror, kam përshtypjen është simbol i shtresës tonë të përbashkët. Si Europian të bashkuar, duke sjellë kështu çdo ditë, ne mund të bëjmë punë shumë më të mira për atë vendin tonë të përbashkët. Gëzuar ditën e Europës, gëzuar Shqipërinë Europiane. Faleminderit.
Zonja dhe zotrinj, në këto momente nderojmë himnin e Europës. Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of Europe.